Happy Tuesday, everyone, and thanks for checking in to WeatherBug. I'm meteorologist Todd Nelson with a look at your national coast-to-coast forecast. This is your last full day of summer 2015, and of course, early tomorrow morning, 3:21 a.m. Central Daylight Time. That's when the sun's most direct rays will be shining over the equator, and that means that will be our first day of fall in the northern hemisphere. So enjoy your last day of summer if you can. Tropical update coming up with some heavy rain in a quarter from the southwest to the mid-Atlantic states, or I should say into the Midwest, but also the mid-Atlantic states dealing with some heavy rain. And then approaching the end of the month, we have some very warm conditions for the eastern two-thirds of the nation. Well, we have a tropical storm in the Atlantic Basin or a Pacific Basin, but this is going to be heading north. And then in the Atlantic Basin, we have tropical storm Ida, really not posing any threat to any major landmass, but we have an area of low pressure that is just offshore, which may be backing into the mid-Atlantic states as we head into the next several days with very heavy rain. But today, the only threat for any stronger thunderstorms really late today in the eastern Dakotas and also western Minnesota. This is actually funneling moisture from that tropical system that was in the East Pacific over the weekend and actually moved into the southwest yesterday with very heavy rain. So that corridor of heavy rain has kind of got a tropical link to it, which may continue through that Thursday and even Friday time frame. But kind of watching this area of low pressure again as that starts to push back to the west. Here comes that area of showers and storms moving through the midsection of the nation into the Midwest through this next several day time period. And there could be about 1 to 3 inch rainfall tallies in that very narrow band as tropical moisture begins to lift north. But then here's that heavy band of moisture from South Carolina into North Carolina. We're looking at some very heavy tallies potentially on the Outer Banks. But this is the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, which shows that the eastern U.S. will be very warm through the end of September and early October as that big bubble of warmth here in the central U.S. begins to shift east. But our friends in D.C. today at 75. Tomorrow we should be back up into the lower 80s.